if you're one of the people who works for the FBI, the greater FBI out in the field at one of their locations where drugs are sold and where crime is committed, who cares? But you're the one that goes there and you declare a 1035 and you arrest the criminals whom bought the drugs and are smoking it on the premises. Anyway, the thing about the FBI is pretty much everyone has no idea what kind of job they're getting into until they're there, and then they're gonna voice a concern or regret, and their boss or other people in the agency threaten you and intimidate you into shutting up and staying there and doing your job. And they don't pay very good. You, at all of the crime houses around the United States, in every city and every neighborhood, where you're hanging out and waiting for that nightly group of people to be transported into the system after you arrest them in a special way. You're the muscle of the organization, not the people who have threatened you, FYI. And I think it's time you were redeemed and you did not feel bad about your job. And so I'm going to give you some instructions to make it possible for you to feel good about what you do. So you're not going to target people that have no idea what's going on. But what you're going to do is you're going to start with the owner of the house where the crime is taking place, where you go nightly to arrest people with a 1035. You're going to arrest them. And just after you put the cuffs on, then make sure that they are pumped up full of drugs. Then your boss and everybody else in the FBI who came and intimidated you, especially anyone who's part of the process and doesn't do drugs but intimidates you and threatens you, yeah, them. Arrest them one at a time, quietly, put them in the system, make sure they can't talk. So they can't talk their way out of the system and come back and haunt you. Although you could just arrest them again. But don't do that. Be crafty and lure just as many of them as you can to the house nightly. The one that drops off the shipments to be sold. Yeah, after a while, take him too. And basically what you're going to do is, as you're arresting them, get their ID, find out what they own. If they own a car free and clear, or a motorcycle, anything they own free and clear that has a title, that they pay taxes to the state or the city, go to their house, get the title or whatever, and have them sign it over to you, or put their signature on it. Then, with the house, if it's still owned by the bank and they're still paying on the mortgage, well then, draw up, and you could get those off the internet, a document, a purchase agreement or a seller agreement, that they sold you the house for $100 or $10 or whatever, and put their signature on it, and then go take that to the state and have the title and everything transferred to you. It's a little more complicated than what I described, but you can do that. And you deserve, because that's what these guys are doing to the people that you have been arresting. So why can't you get a piece of the action? And you're fighting crime, you're doing the right thing, and it's legal. You get to feel good because you're putting away real bad guys. And they're going to go into the system, and then we don't have to worry about overcrowding our prison system or, burdening our police. And then after you take care of the house, just go out and feel free to come talk to me. I'll teach you how to hunt down any FBI volunteer informant or any other kind of informant. And just one by one, start taking them all in and then taking their stuff. That's a better deal than what the FBI gave you. And then we'll go teach the people in China, the ones that do your job but are arresting the Falun Gong believers and putting them into the same system, how to do that to all the leaders of the Red Party. It's a win-win, and the system will clean itself up. And then once, we're out of people for you to arrest, you can go to school or trade school or college, whatever, or just go get another job and not worry because nobody will threaten you. Nobody can do anything to you because they will have all been put in the system and justice will have been served to them. What a great way to clean this country from inside out. And the police, they'll just keep doing what they do now. Chase people away from the area while your lookouts are walking around the block of the house and telling people to not go there because it's a known crime or drug area. So then the police can feel good because they're actually doing something good for the country, for a change. Oh, sounds like a win-win to me. So the police won't bother you. And by the way, I got quite a few neighbors who live in very expensive houses, talking like $500 plus a year, $500,000 plus. Yeah. And you can 1035 them right in the middle of the day, in front of everybody. And then after you leave with them, it's a legal official FBI procedure. I'll just tell all the neighbors that, they were taken, they were 1035 because they're terrorists. And we're cleaning the neighborhood. See, it's a win-win for everybody. Do I get a finder's fee, though, if I give you names of people and you 1035 them into the procedure or the process? Over and out.